I'm Mary Robinson. I took care of my husband for 16 years. 8 of those he was bedridden and on puree, mostly pureed foods. So, as the director of patient advocacy for We Have a Face Global, we put up on our website, if you go in and see all the things, events and everything, you'll click on it, and we have caregiver tips. So for a little while before Paul passed, I had stopped doing them. Well, I've been getting more and more calls from caregivers needing a little advice. Now, number one, I am not a doctor. I'm just giving you my experience and my suggestions. The first question that I got was, my husband is not swallowing well because of the tongue ducking in and out. My suggestion was that since it's already pureed food, after every bite, once the bite has gone down, give either some applesauce or something to drink. You can get unsweetened applesauce and use that and gravy to thin out food. Like if you puree meat, I buy the jar gravy. Oh, I think I have one. Yes. I buy jar gravy. And when I chop up his food really fine, or I would puree his food, I'd put a half a jar of gravy in there. Because you're not worried about calories. They need the calories. Applesauce, gravy, anything to push that solid food back. And then give them a sip of water. If you get them in the habit of drinking water behind every bite that they swallow down, you'll be amazed. You'll keep a lot of water in them, and they won't get so much food and stuff left in the pockets of the jaws or down here in the gums or up here. You still need to clean their mouth after eating. Even if you can just get a baby soft toothbrush and run it around the mouth and the tongue. But get in as much water behind the food to wash it down. Applesauce is really good because you know you take pills with applesauce. So if it can flush down a pill, it can flush down food. That was my number one question. Number two, you don't always have to buy applesauce. You can make your own. For thickening water or juice, and for thickening or thinning out the food. Unsweetened applesauce you can use with pork, chicken. It has no really flavor to it, so the flavor of the meat takes over the applesauce. Now, what I used to do is, now they have this thing called infused water. Well, Paul was having infused water before there was infused water. And what I used to do, see, that's true. I'm going to have to move you around. Let's see if you can see this. What I used to do is I had the bullet, which comes with these little cups, and the lid. And this is supposed to be super powered stainless steel or titanium or something. Okay. Can of crushed pineapples. Gotta wash the top off. And it doesn't matter unless they're diabetic about the sugar, because the calories are good. At this point, they need the calories. So, put that in the sink and wash it off. Don't want the ants. It's summertime. It's hot here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a little bit. Do a couple of spoons. And the rest I'm going to put in a plastic container. You can either freeze this or keep it in the refrigerator. I keep it for up to 4 days. All right. What I do when Paul was thirsty, I would put a little bit in there. See that? Pineapple and the juice. Whoop. Pulled it out a little fast. But there you go. All right. And what I like about the bullet is you can pick it up and shake it and get the stuff blended up really good. Won't hurt it a bit. So I don't drink the water in our city, so I got to get something to put in the cup. Hang on. Alrighty. Cranberry juice. Well, you know you can buy juice with any flavoring to it, whether it's cranberry or not. My glass. Crushed pineapples. Might have put too much juice. Trial and error. Trial and error. Use a spoon. Make sure it's all chopped up and smooth. See how smooth that is? Just like applesauce. Okay. I'm going to try 1 spoon first. Stir it up. Look at that. 1 spoonful. 1 spoonful made it that thick. Another spoonful. Make sure you're not getting under the clumpy stuff. That's why I say get a good blender. Alright. There's another spoonful. Look at that. Look at that. See? Look. See how slow that come out? Now, if you find you got some pieces in there that are a little too thick for them and you're scared it might not come through the straw or choke them, good old strainer. Take your 1 cup, this cup, I always use a round tablespoon and just go across there, push it down, get all the juice out. You're left with this because I didn't blend it long enough. That's the only reason I have this much. But it ain't nothing but pineapple. So you eat it. And here you have your juice. See? It's not real thick, but it's thick enough. And you can make it as thick as you want, but you have to blend this up really good. I didn't have enough in here, and I did not let it blend long enough. So you have to let it blend. You let it blend and it'll get thicker. And then you just put a few spoons in there. And there you have your thickened infusion water. So those are my two kitchen type tips for feeding. Applesauce behind the spoonfuls of food, and something to drink, even if it's just a little sip. Then make your own applesauce or buy your applesauce. Broad applesauce is much thinner than I've ever been able to make it. So I buy those little cups, and throughout the day, one little cup will go in several glasses of water. You can use juice or water. I used a lot of water because the pineapple made the flavor of pineapple. And they love sweets. All right, well, I'm going to cut this off and go on to my next two steps, which are comfort in the bed for the hot days and nights. So, thank you. I'll be back.